Here on the range with my old buddy Ken Hackathorn. And Ken, you know, we've been doing Glock accessories for quite a while, and seemed like our customers just kept saying, well, why don't you do custom work on Glocks? We hesitated for a long time because we didn't want to do it kind of mediocre. You know, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it like we tried to do everything at Wilson Combat. We're going to try to really do it right. And so we bought a lot of expensive equipment to be able to do the proper job, to be able to make, you know, more than one gun that looks the same. And so I know you've done a lot of training with units that use Glocks, and when you do training with students that are using Glocks, you use a Glock when you do the training.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I know you're real familiar with what works and what doesn't work on the Glock world. I'd like to discuss kind of what we got going here. What we're doing here, we got a new Cnc Laser that once we program on the computer what we want, I mean, it'll put it on it, you know, one frame after another. They'll look exactly like this. I mean, we can do 1 or 1,000 of them, and they'll look exactly like the texturing that's on this gun here. You know, we've done quite a few features that are functional, like the enhance of the gripping surface. We've got front cock insertions. We've got our buddy Larry Vickers' excellent Vickers tactical sights on here, and got a stainless match barrel thing, shoots real well. And then we got some cosmetic enhancements. You know, we got serrated slide top, which I always like. Just, it's mainly cosmetic, but it's something that I like. And got rid of that ugly trigger guard. I mean, you know, this is my personal gun, so I wanted a round trigger guard on this one. Look it over and see what you think about it.
Whoa, that's nice.
Pretty good gripping surface,
pretty
isn't it?
grippy. Wow. Well, you know, one of the things that I think a lot of people don't know, you've been offering Glock traditional rifle barrels for a long time.
Yep.
And I know in my travels, you'll find a lot of guys that, particularly they shoot lead bullets. You know, lead bullets in a traditional Glock barrel sometimes are not very rewarding as far as accuracy. And your barrels for shooting lead bullets particularly have a great reputation. Dimensionally, are your chamber dimensions a little bit more uniform or a little tighter than, say, the factory barrel?
Not a lot, because
Really?
we found that you don't need a tight chamber to get good accuracy. You know, you need good concentricity.
Yeah.
You know, we make sure our chambers are perfectly, you know, concentric with the bore.
Yeah.
And that's much more important than the diameter of the chamber.
How about lockup? Are the barrel lockup pretty much the same as the factory? Or?
No, hold the tension on the slide like it would be when you fire the gun and feel it. There's no movement on the barrel. You do that on the typical Glock barrel, and you got up and down with real lockup. So
Well, obviously we know the sights are served. Everybody that tries these, you know, that every once in a while there's a run of Vickers Glocks that he does with Lipskys, and the sights have been one of the home runs of the thing. I know a lot of people say, boy, the one thing about the gun that jumps on them is they really like the sights. Certainly fiber optic, and I assume that any of the Vickers front sight packages are available.
Yes.
That's great. Overall, the thing that probably, you know, we see a lot of people that do the stipple job. I tell people that about every community in America has got some guy who's cooking kydex in his kitchen and making holsters, and another guy with a wood burning set stippling polymer frames. And often they sometimes even look good, but a lot of times they really lack on adhesion. I mean, the thing when I first saw this and got a hold of it, I went, whoa, not only does it really look good, and it's kind of got that Wilson Combat sunburst kind of pattern,
Starburst,
but it's got a degree of texture that, man, it doesn't slip and slide. And I think one of the things that you and I have talked about that's really critical, here in Texas this time of year, it's hot and your hands are sweaty and your guns really slip and slide. Conversely, where I live, in the wintertime and it's cold, man, your guns slip and slide because your hands are so cold. It strikes me as this being pretty impressive. I'm looking forward to trying this out and see how it works, because let's face it, it's hot and sweaty here today. It's funny about the trigger guard shape. Some people love the hook, some like the rounded, but the good news is you'll do what the customer wants.
oh, you can get it either way.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, it's pretty neat. I'm probably figuring this, my future is probably going to be sending a Glock to you for some of these touches, particularly the texturing. That's real impressive.
And keep in mind, this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. You
Yeah.
know, you're gonna see a lot of additional innovation on the Glock product line.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed is it's got kind of a beveled front, so as far as reholstering, you kind of streamline that as far as easily going in the holster. That's a nice touch. And I assume the way it's going to work, is this the Vickers mag catch, by the way?
Yes.
Excellent. That as the way it's designed is the customer will send a gun to you. Is that how it's going to work, or are you going to sell finished guns?
We probably eventually will sell finished guns.
Cool.
Why don't you give it a try? Why don't you
Hey, I
put
want to give it a
few
try.
rounds
Let's
for
see what it does.
Well, Ken, what do you think about the Glock?
Well, I'll tell you, this is a pretty hot and muggy Texas day. Hands are a little sweaty. Man, you got a winner here. This thing does not move. Combined with the sights, nice trigger, everything about it. You know, I'm a big fan of the Glock 19. This is pretty cool, man. I think you hit a home run on this one.
Thank you.